Greetings everyone. I know many people may not have as much money as other peoples do, but you can still get into Flesh and Blood quite cheaply, and if you are looking to play Victor Goldmane cheaply, this is your video to go. With these cards you will have a quite nice deck which will do okay-ish in Classic Constructed, and it's quite fun to play. Here are some thoughts and a little guide what to get a budget Victor Goldmane play in Classic Constructed, so here we go. Greater Fist is quite cheap these days. It's only, I'm talking about European prices, so it's like €5, not too expensive. And you just want this card as it has 3 block as temporaries. First 2 and then 1. I haven't yet used the ability once, but it's good to have sometimes. Earthlore Bounty. You want this chest piece, I think, because it has the same thing as its 2 armor, right? I mean 3 armor because it's temper. So that's why you want this one at your disposal. Golden Glare, again, the reason why you play it is the 2 armor. You might have once in a lifetime situation where you might want to block with 2 yellows and that's it, and you create a gold token, but that's probably not going to happen. And Iron Rod Legs, because it has 1 armor. If you are playing budget, I think Sledge of Anvilheim is the way to go. You could like use other hammers, but this is just the most fun to play, I think, with Victor budget. So I will soon explain how you are going to get the 4 resources in the cards that we are seeing here. As we don't have, it would be cool if you have the tunic, but this is budget, so we are countering the not having tunic with rainbow of Class of Vigors. We have them in red, yellow, and of course in blue. And of course there is the Test of Vigor. So these are more than enough to you to swing with Sledge of Anvilheim. So you block with this deck, and then you get the value out of it by getting classes. You're winning classes with these Class of Vigors and such. There are quite many cards that you are using more expensive Victor deck. So Victor is, I think, quite budgetish Guardian. Of course, when you are going higher on the level, this deck will lose some performance, but in armory, this deck will be fine. That's I'm sure. So Choke Slams, they are great cards to have, and they proc very nicely. You're going to try to arsenal this card and then swing the enemy with these. If you have these are in arsenal, of course. If you don't have arsenal, then you just sledge them. Debilitate, same thing. This is like 10 value card if it isn't blocked, so it's very value. Chokeslam is also very value card if the opponent is like some maybe Kaio or Brute, so they cannot buff their attack actions, so that's quite good. Because this is budget, we don't have access to Command and Conquers, but the Disable is quite good card. It's not bad, it's good, because it's 9 and you win more classes with higher cards you have, so it's 9, which is far greater than many other heroes have. And this is also threatening the arsenal, so very great card. Spinal Crushes, these are like under €5 a piece. I recommend getting these, but you may use Red Tanks or something like that if you want to be very budgetish, but this is a great card to have. So I recommend getting Spinal Crushes. These are like destroying many decks. If they hit the 4 or more damage, it threatens that they don't have go again in anything powerful on hit. Test of Strength. These are one of the core cards you will always put in Victor. As you are going to win Clash, you are going to get a gold, and when you get a gold, you draw a card. So this is like 7 block value many times. So, and of course, if you have the budget for Golden Suns, then the gold is used for that, and that's great thing to have. Test of Vigor blocks 4 classes and it gives vigor, and it helps to play Sledge of Anvilheim or some cards that require 1 extra resources. Thunderquake, it's 10 for 6 and sometimes it's 10 for 3, so big value. I would like to have, if you have the budget, get the Golden Suns, but I think the Red Tanks are very fun cards if you are using Miller's Grindstone, for example. The clashing is much fun. Tank is very underestimated card, and I think it's viable in red and blue. So I recommend at least you try this. And if you have money, of course the Golden Sun best card. Blues, you just want all the blues that are high in value. I'm not sure the price of Cranial Crush, but it shouldn't be much. This is like the most expensive blue you are going to put in your deck in this budget version. But I recommend getting the Cranial Crushes because it's 8 damage, blue and 3 blocks, so it is great. So these are just blues. You rarely play these cards except for Macho Grande. It's great finisher as Victor doesn't have dominate itself, so save these for finishing the game. But other than that, the other blue cards are just for block value. Tanks and Wallops are proccing for your class effect, which is nice. So sometimes Wallop does its thing. You have many classes here, and if you win them, you just get more vigor, and you might get to play like something like 5 cost for free. I mean, with 1 blue. And same goes for tank. The blue tank is like one of the core cards Victor has. It's just value. There's nothing more. But other than that, okay, you might play these 2 just for the damage in the end game. They are 8 for 6, and this is sometimes 8 for 3. Then I have put here some inventory options. Time skippers are very good at the moment as there are prism here, so I think you should be using these at least in inventory, and you will want to have 2 hammers also for that matchup. Some matchups you want to have Titan's Fist, and then you might want to have some kind of shield with you, so Steel Bread Buckler is great for that, I think. Stonewall Impasse isn't bad for that either. There are some matchups that you cannot win by defending, so you may just put Pummels in and hope for the best. Pummel is a good card in Victor, and if you're using Pummels, then you might want to use Hardened Cross Trap because it makes easier to play Pummel, I think, with your current deck. Arcane Lantern is great. You also might want to have the Null Room Boots, but Arcane Lantern is also great because you may equip it in the weapon slot and use one of these hammers with it. Reinforce the line. I think these instant defensive cards are pretty unvalued. I play myself Slap Happies and Steadfastest currently. They are very great cards. As you may play against Kaio or something and you want to swing your Sledge of Anvilheim, Slap Happy is like the best card. You are going to probably take out the yellow class of Vigors and put 3 Slap Happies there, and they just do some work. Try it out and you will know. Sink Pillows 2 are fine because it makes your Katsu matchup easier and some Dorinthia matchup a little easier, so why not? Sink Pillows. Steadfast and Slap Happy are great against Kano. They usually are waiting for something like Oasis Respite, maybe put that also in your deck list, but they are used to only have the Oasis Respite, and then they are comboing and thinking that yeah, we will probably just block something and they still have lethal, but Slap Happy is too prevent for 0 and it gets them usually by surprise, so these are good against Kano, trust me. If you have the budget, the Trounce is I don't know if it's slightly better than Test of Vigor, but Trounce probably will go to its place if left like that, but Test of Vigor is very good in this deck because we are using Sledge of Anvilheim. Before that, you should get the Golden Suns in this deck. Trounces and Test of Strengths are the reason you are playing. Probably the. Who am I kidding? You need test the Trounces. Also, you will draw a card from this, and it probably is like you can block your whole hand away, and then draw a blue card and still swing like something like 4 cost. So Trounces and the Golden Suns are great to have, but they are something that you can manage without somewhat in this deck. But the Trounces are like €7, a little more, almost €10 a piece. So that's why I didn't put them in and put Test of Vigor in. And the Golden Suns, these are great value and great finishers, so it's great to have these, but these are like €5 a piece, so you have to do some choices there. If you're thinking of getting these are not that expensive, but they're good to have. Shallow Belting, also great card. You get to be more aggressive, and that's good. Then I put some maybes here. Hardened Crosstap is something that you might consider, and these are, as I said before, something that you might want. Prompt to Fight, they are like €3 a piece. Not bad card, not too good. Maybe not worth the money if you are going for zero budget, but I would recommend you trying these if you have them. Anotos, if you are playing like Pummel or the Terra Sanders or something like that lying around, then Anotos is a great thing to have. Yellow Cellos isn't bad either, and Vigor Gert is like, well, I don't know which one would be better. This is Blade Break. If it was Battleborn, then I would recommend this more, but it isn't, so maybe just Hardened Crosstrap. But yeah, hope this helped you somewhat. If you have any questions about how to play Victor or some choices I had made or anything, I will put the link to this deck down below, of course. And look me from at Instagram, Lore of the World, card alterations and other painting stuff, and go support me there. That would be really helpful. So thank you for your time and hope it was helpful. I hope you will have a great day. See you guys on my next video. Bye!